welcome back to the Weekly. I'm one of your correspondents, Natasha.
My name is Marc.
I'm DeShawn.
And today we're going to have a candid conversation about the ghetto new stimulus bill. Emphasis on ghetto because it is. Let's get into why.
It's ghetto because it's been like 8 months since we got a stimulus.
You better look at that imaginary watch. Listen, we gonna start off with looking at that imaginary watch. That is key.
So I mean that's the ghetto part behind it. The other part of it to me is $200 million is going to the United States citizens and $700 million is going to whatever the hell else they wanted to go to. So, you know, once again, the American people is last, the people who need it the most. And I'm not a person to rely on the government, but this is the situation we've been put in. So, you know, y'all been taking money from us for years. We started a whole war. No taxation without representation. I ain't been represented around this mother.
Since the very beginning, we weren't represented. Like, we can talk about so much, bro. Like,
Oh.
we can talk about social contracts. Like, you know how a country was spun up a social contract. Who wasn't part of the social contract? That was us, because we was slaves.
3/5 of a person.
Right.
Listen.
So we didn't get reparations. Like, they've been finessing us this whole time we've been here, to be honest. Let's fast forward to COVID. We never stopped getting finessed.
We never got. Okay, I just want y'all to be clear. It took them. They took, and when I say they, I mean Congress and the government. It took them 9 months, and they got paid $130,000 to argue whether $130,000 is how much Congress got paid
For 9 months?
with all those raggedy vacations. Yes, 9 months and $130,000 to argue if us peasants,
Y'all see why I was going to run for mayor? I was going to run for all this.
Us measly American peasants were worth just $600. And before y'all say, oh, $600 is better than nothing, no, it's not. It's not when Canada and other countries were getting consistently between $1,000 and $2,500 a month just to live. They had rent and mortgage moratorium, so they didn't have to pay that. Mm-hmm. And they got consistent payments. Right. Our first payment was in March, and it was $1,200. I know people who filed for unemployment and did not get their stimulus, just now getting unemployment. And now in December, at the end of this ghetto wicked year, just a hot mess. Now we're getting $600. And let me tell y'all some of the things that are in the bill, because some of the things that they slipped in don't even make sense. Why? Why is it a felony for us to illegally stream content? We've been doing this for years. Ask your cousin.
You can make it illegal, but a felony, that's 4 years. That's a gun charge.
That has nothing to do with COVID. Why is Egypt getting, $500,000 for military advancements?
Let's be nice and say that they get half that. Do we need to be given on that?
For what? This is a COVID stimulus package. What does that have to do with
I don't support Donald Trump, but Donald Trump said that Egypt is friends with Russia. Everybody say Donald Trump friends with Russia. He doesn't sound like he wants them to get any military equipment, but that's what allegedly Egypt is going to do with their little donation we just gave them. We donate money to all these different countries.
So we just in the holiday spirit.
I guess it's going to be
money to the American citizens.
Another standstill with all of this too, though, because now Donald Trump is saying that he wants the American people to get $2,000, which you feel me?
So we gonna get the $6,000.
That doesn't mean he still doesn't deserve to be impeached. He still got to go in January.
Donald Trump.
That's a nice try. You still got to go in
Donald
January.
Trump is a career criminal.
I just want people to be clear on that.
Hey Trump, I'm with you on the 2 bands.
I like you with the money though. Everybody always rock with you with the money, Donald, but you're not a politician, bro.
And can we talk about real quick though how Nancy Pelosi, I can't never get her name right. I'm sorry. I really don't care about you that much. But she came out on TV and said that they deliberately held like a stimulus check back so it wouldn't help Donald Trump in the election.
I have mixed feelings on that.
Take that how y'all want to.
I have mixed feelings on that. I get what they were doing, but in hindsight, it wasn't right. So we can go over some of the things that are in the stimulus bill. We talked about Egypt, ghetto. We talked about the illegal piracy felony, which that's criminalization. That's another form of criminalization, but we'll talk about that. But the full text was almost 5,600 pages for one bill. I want y'all to know that. So they go over individual payments. Of course, if you have kids, you can claim them.
Hold on. Before you scroll past that,
5,600 pages?
5,600
pages. You only got $600. So
out of that 5,600 pages,
I promise you, that's like a half a page.
Mm-hmm.
That's like half a page.
That's a paragraph.
Like you see,
that's a paragraph.
There's so many different places that they sent millions and
look
billions.
what I just pulled up. Look what I just pulled up.
Man, who got time to read 5,600 and how many ever?
Y'all know how I feel about all these politicians, but AOC were on the record saying that they gave them, like, let's be nice again, say they gave them 5 hours. 5 hours
to
is
read 56.
Nice estimate of how much time they gave them to read.
5,593 is reading on my iPhone as I'm scrolling. Look at that. You see where the bar is?
Who wrote this? Like, my question is, who wrote the paper?
Look.
How many different people did y'all have write this?
I'm still scrolling. I've been scrolling for hours.
There in Congress actually read it.
Can I ask what y'all would have liked to see for a stimulus bill, just as regular Americans? Like, what would you like? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, too, I mean, I don't know everything that was in that bill, but some, like, I feel like at least small businesses should be bailed out as well.
They do have a section for small business aid, and especially focusing on minority, which is important because we're the leader in small businesses.
They just did that, and where it was, they were finessing the small businesses.
They did the first stimulus check, but for this one, it says there's a specific focus on aiding small businesses that were ravaged by the pandemic. They get $285 billion for additional loans under the Paycheck Protection
Loans. They've been giving grant money to the airport.
Loans. It says the latest version includes stricter terms that appear intended to correct some of the unpopular elements of the original program, so from the last stimulus. And it said that allowed a significant share of funds to flow to a tiny fractions of borrowers, including, like y'all know, high professional sports teams. Because what basketball team gave back their portion of the stimulus money? It was like, it wasn't the Lakers, but it was a famous basketball team that gave back their portion of stimulus money.
I can't remember who that is. I'm gonna put it down below on the video.
Yeah, we're gonna find that out. But high income law firms and then national restaurant chains, because I think it was Smashburger who got some stimulus money and they gave it back. So now they're starting to include the small businesses, but $285 billion for loans.
$285
not
billion
grants,
for
loans.
They expect that money back with interest.
Loans.
Which is ridiculous. Because I thought you were trying to help.
Grandkids gonna be paying for this pandemic, boy.
I'll tell you
what. Y'all saving y'all money.
I'll tell you what. What would you have liked to see in the stimulus bill?
Well,
in this one.
As somebody, like, I'm not gonna say that I have
Hold on. Ask me again, but we gotta wrap it up.
What would you have liked to see in this stimulus bill?
And then
I would like for them to act like they understand what money is, because they are printing to the moon too. So I mean, inflation is a real thing. I would like to think that they care about that, but they're giving themselves all this money, so the $600 had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, they definitely have a tax break for 1%. I personally would have liked to see grants for small businesses, not loans. I would have liked to see college students included, because there's a loophole with college students, and I want to see that included. And I wish y'all gave more money just to people who are ravaged. Like, y'all should start taxing, because there were landlords who illegally kicked folks out. Right. We should have had a rent and a mortgage moratorium included in this, so we can stop rent payments.
Like everybody else.
And of course, more money, because $600. Y'all took 9 months to argue whether we deserve $600 and still got paid and went on vacation.
That's not even rent for me.
Absolutely not.
$600 is not rent. Most places in Trotwood, it's not rent.
That's not rent.
Unless you get a 1-bedroom apartment.
That's a couple bills.
And even still, that's your whole check. The $600 is the whole check.
I would like to see what both you guys said, more money going to the smaller people and colleges, but also like the hazardous pay to people who have to work with elderly. Something around tutoring. We all are working with kids or in the school system, like trying to teach education is hard as hell right now. So
y'all should have gave something to the teachers.
More money should have went to the teachers as well. But I'm just tired of seeing our government bail out big corporations, people who have profited off of us for decades, and now we are still profiting off of us because we're gonna be the ones who are gonna have to pay that stuff back in taxes anyway. So it's like, you feel me? If you're gonna take money from me, at least give me back my money.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
They're gonna take our money.
Don't give it to Delta.
They giving it overseas and loaning
Smashburger basketball teams. I hate y'all. I hate it here. Let it be known, I hate it here. And I was talking about it because I work at Crocs. Crocs is ghetto, so I don't want to hear anything about it. While Crocs is great, and they gave out shoes to, we gave out, I think, 40 million pairs of shoes to healthcare workers this pandemic. That's great. That's fantastic. But think about all of the factories, especially just here in Dayton. There's a lot of factories and warehouses. We need hazard pay because we cannot socially distance. I can't socially distance at work.
Factory.
You can't do that in a warehouse. Now, even though we have less people because a lot of people are getting fired and sick, and even with people getting sick, you don't really get COVID pay for that. They just tell you to quarantine. So you're quarantined for 2 weeks?
Especially with
work.
Well, what is it now? Everybody has to go where to get a job? You have to go through what?
Man.
The temp
agencies.
A temporary agency.
Where you may or may not get hired on after the season.
If you come in contact with somebody, you don't even get paid. I know people, that's not just down at the factory. They doing it down at the county too. So if you have to miss out on the day because you was around somebody that was COVID or something, you miss out on the pay.
You are not getting paid. You cannot socially distance at these places. Even food factories, because I know ConAgra, where you're coming in contact with food that you're shipping out to people. And someone who has COVID, these corporations are not telling you, because we've had COVID cases that they have not told us. So people are walking around with COVID and leaving work from COVID, which means we got exposed, and they're not telling us because we can't shut down.
And
is that
illegal?
That's very much illegal.
That's
especially in a food factory. If I'm shipping out, because ConAgra, they own Slim Jim, Duncan Hines, Marie Callender's, Healthy Choice, all like the frozen meals and stuff. So if I'm in a factory making those,
that's a civil suit,
and shipping those out to people that are going to sit on store shelves, and someone's eating that, and I had COVID and I sneezed, I just unwillingly exposed a whole group of people.
Look. That is a different level of illegal, especially with all the precautions they have us taking for coronavirus. Like, I can't go into a store without a mask, but y'all have COVID cases around our
stores
food.
Without a mask anyway.
Y'all coughing around the food, COVID positive, sneezing around the food, COVID positive, but I can't go to Walmart with no mask on.
Disgusting.
I don't understand.
Absolutely trifling.
And even still, Congress, does Congress social distance? Like, in their...
Have you seen there have been people who have been in Congress meetings with no mask?
Yeah, like,
Mitch McConnell.
What does that mean?
I'm staring at you.
Like, what is that? Like, what's her name? Was it Nancy Pelosi that went and got her hair done?
It was Nancy.
She went and got her hair done. The hair salons is closed. Like, what are we really doing? Like, I got questions, bro. Like,
and I just want y'all to know we're not going anywhere in 2022. I really want y'all to know because y'all think 2020.
What, 2022?
2021. 2022, we might be okay. But 2021, I just want y'all to know while y'all are booking vacations and talking about New Year, New Me, hang it up.
Mutated.
Hang it up.
COVID was mutated.
New Year, different
I ain't even scared
okay.
of COVID, but I'm letting y'all know with the way that things are going, they're going to shut down everything.
New Year, different COVID.
And don't forget about Uncle DeWine. They're trying to strip powers from him so he won't be able to make decisions on like new curfews and stuff.
Get that vaccine though, G.
COVID like Madden, bro. Like COVID-19 came out.
So, we got to talk about black people taking the vaccine because I want y'all to look up the Tuskegee. If you don't know the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, I want y'all to look that up.
Ho. Because I know we talking about COVID, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about any of this. Because this just be, once again, black coppered people, you feel me?
Melanated folks.
You got to pay attention, and this is for anybody that wants to listen. I have a problem with the U.S. general coming out and telling LeBron to go get a vaccine on camera. This is coming from the same government, the same group of people that tell people to shut up and dribble, but you want to put my mans on TV being a pony for real, being a circus by getting this vaccine live so everybody can follow in his footsteps.
They trying to kill LeBron.
Hey, people, make your own decisions, and this is why I don't like putting celebrities on a pedestal anyway, because they get pressure and stuff like this.
Celebrity culture has to die.
When things like this happen, you feel me? But pay attention to stuff like that, because they're about to start calling out more celebrities and athletes, and y'all gonna start seeing people taking these vaccines all over TV, man.
Hey, I heard that they not even really taking the vaccine.
Hold on, Marc. Truman Show.
There you have it, folks. Stay home. Stop gathering with your cousins, Man and Don Quish at the house for a quick link up with a bottle and a blunt. Stop it. Cut it out. Get tested. If you don't know free places to get tested, you can Google it. Rite Aid does tests for free. Project Baseline, and I know because I go get tested. You go through the drive-thru. It's self-administered. You do not have to go all the way up your nose. You just go halfway, and they email you your results. I've been negative. I just took a test. I took my second test this month, and I'm negative. I'm gonna take one more before the new year.
I'm taking my test this weekend.
It's serious. I understand. I would rather have a Zoom Christmas than not be here to see what craziness is going to ensue in 2021.
I personally feel like coronavirus will still be here because Ebola will still be here.
And the
Cut that out.
Ebola pops up every year. People don't know that.
Yeah, but say COVID is still gonna be here because Ebola is still here. Do we have an Ebola vaccine?
No.
Then why? Do
All right, we
they not
giving
care
y'all
about
too much
Ebola?
game right now.
Too much free game.
Too much free
Y'all
game.
gotta do the labor and research yourself. But I'm telling you,
Let's send it back
do your
over.
Due diligence.
Say it one more time for me.
Do your due diligence.
Let's send it back over to Nikila. We're gonna talk about some great stuff going on in the community. You guys have been great.